all together with the whole samsara. At the same time, this instant. Don't focus on this, that, all together with everything. Open up widely, without limit. In a way, not grasping, both grasping and not grasping, without limit. Not about this, that, or anything. You limited if you focused. All together with everything, on and on, enlightened and enlightened for everything. Not grasping, both grasping and not grasping, all together with everything. With everything, together with everything. Not about this one, that one, this thing, not thing. But if you grasp on something, you can't be together with everything. Still grasping or not grasping. It still have to be one thing at a time if you still grasping and not grasping. But all together with everything has to be not grasping, both grasping and not grasping. That is to empty out, to dissolve all at once. If you still stay with grasping, not grasping, you cannot be with everything all at once. You only be with one thing or two things at a time. If you still grasping and not grasping, so not grasping, both grasping and not grasping. That is the only way to release all together for everything, to enlighten for everything all together. If you still focus on grasping and not grasping, it can't be together with everything. Because it's still focused, it's still limited at knowing, seeing. Not grasping, both grasping and not grasping, it can empty out all and everything, release the release, liberate everything all together at once. Release, let go, release. Release, let go, release, relax. Let go, relax. Keep sending out. Keep giving. Don't stay with mind or knowing, seeing. Don't be with stillness, different, indifferent. Don't be with still, not still. It isn't about anything. Not about normal, not normal. It isn't about anything. Not about staying with anything. It isn't either is or is not. It is beyond all conditions. Any condition isn't about grasping. Any knowing, seeing isn't about grasping on. Something that is not either is not or is. When you identify it as is, this is it. You grasp on it. It isn't about self. It isn't about things. It isn't about anything at all. It isn't about anything at all. So not grasping, both grasping and not grasping all the time. Conclude the conclusion, conclude and dissolve the conclusion well. Not grasping, both grasping and not grasping all the time. All the time, not grasping, both grasping and not grasping all the time. Don't leave anything behind, either grasping or not grasping. Not grasping, both grasping and not grasping. Don't let anything remain. No remain of the no remain. Cut even the cutting itself. Cut, both cut and not cut. Don't leave anything behind, either cut or not cut. cut both cut and not cut. It dissolves both cut and not cut. Cut dissolve the cutting itself. Dissolve both cut and not cut. All together with everything, all the same. Every sentence you used together with everything. Don't focus, don't identify. Don't identify with grasping, not grasping has to be together with everything. Don't just cut, both cut and not cut, but together with everything. Not extinguish for extinguishment. Together with everything. Let go, both let go and not let go. Together with everything, not just let go, both let go and not let go. And the benefit will be immense, limitlessly, for everything. Don't just not grasping, both grasping and not grasping, but have to be together with everything. Have great compassion, dissolved without a trace for everything, all together, released and liberate for everything. Together with everything, don't just make the conclusion. Don't just cut, both cut and not cut, but with everything, simultaneously with everything, all the time, to be together with everything all the time. That is what is great compassion, that is to end the ending for everything. Together with everything, not attached, both attached and not attached, has to be together with everything. Go on with everything, not attached, both attached and not attached. Keep on being with everything, not attached, both attached and not attached. So you not lack on great compassion. Together with everything, have to be also together with everything, all together with everything. Not grasping, both grasping and not grasping. Don't just not grasping, both grasping and not grasping. Has to be together with everything. So the great compassion will be complete. When you recall everything, all that everything has to be not grasping, both grasping and not grasping together with everything. Or when you recall not grasping, both grasping and not grasping, also recite everything. Don't focus. If you focus this, that, you will become crippled. Stay with anything, you fixate on that, you stuck.
Giống như là người bị khuyết tật.
It's not all at once.
Mọi thứ là
But once you recall everything, not grasping, both grasping and not grasping, that is the great compassion to release and liberate, to empty for everything, to empty for everything without a trace. That's to dissolve both personal and public matter. Dissolved altogether, both personal and public. Don't just identify with anything, not even attach the non-attachment itself, but have to be together with everything. If you're not attached, the non-attachment itself, together with everything. When you recite, everything has to be not attached, both attached and not attached. The benefit will be immense. In all directions, together, on and on, with everything in all directions, on and on. To step back from the stepping back, not grasping the non-grasping itself, not grasping, both grasping and not grasping. So it will be a release that release all the way, completely. It will be a true power to release the released. Whatever the mind state is, it will help release the released. If you stay with the mind state, the samsara will be the same. If you still, the samsara will be still as you are. So to help release the released, it has to be not grasping, both grasping and not grasping together with everything. Have to give up, both give up and not give up. Let go of both, let go and not let go. That is when it releases the release for one another. With everything all the same. Has to be together with everything. Let go of both, let go and not let go. Together with everything. Go on, not grasping, both grasping and not grasping. It will be the power of release, the released for one another, on and on. Every time you awakened, use the thought that is self-dissolved. So the more you do it, the more power it becomes. You are diligent in great compassion. The power will be more and more to release the released for the samsara. Keep on thinking. Recite the sentence of great compassion on and on. It will be without limit, more and more without limit.
แค่ดูไปธรรมดาเห็น
Don't just look or see.
แต่ไม่เอาทั้งเอาและไม่เอา
Not grasping, both grasping and not grasping. Together with your seeing, your knowing. Don't just seeing or knowing anything normally. It isn't the essence of enlightenment yet. Have to see and look or know in a way that you're not grasping, both grasping and not grasping together. Cut both cut and not cut. With seeing, knowing, looking. Don't just know or not know. See or not see. Whatever you see, dissolve it as well, release as well. Whatever you know, released and dissolved. Be liberated from seeing, from knowing as well, not just know or see in a normal way. When you look, when you see, when you know of anything, cut both cut and not cut, not grasping, both grasping and not grasping together with knowing, seeing. So you release the release together with knowing, seeing, extinguish with knowing and seeing. Not just look or know. You still identify if you still look or know in a way that you're not cutting. You're not cut. Both cut and not cut. You still possess, you still attach to knowing, seeing. So cut both cut and not cut together with knowing, seeing, together with knowing and seeing. So you enlighten that knowing and seeing, they don't belong to anyone truly. It's just something we assume up. It's just some element we assume up. If you don't assume up, they are not there. There's nothing belong to anyone. Just something, some element, assume up. Together with knowing, seeing, not grasping, both grasping and not grasping. So we can release, liberate the knowing, seeing. If it's purely knowing or purely seeing, it's not a release yet. It's only about identifying. Had to be together with knowing, seeing, not grasping, both grasping and not grasping. And that is when you can release, the knowing, the seeing at the same time. Cut both cut and not cut. With knowing, seeing, don't just see or know. Don't just have the knowing, seeing. Cut both cut and not cut together with knowing, seeing.
ด้วยช่วยไปด้วย
cut the knowing seeing simultaneously
โอ้
cut both cut and not cut with knowing seeing
ช่วยไปด้วย
help release knowing seeing at the same time. Don't just know or see.
แค่ครับเดี๋ยวดู
If you only identify or be with knowing seeing, you still have delusion. It's still the same. It's not enlightened. It's not a release. If you only know and see without making the conclusion, without cut both cut and not cut, with knowing seeing, it will always be about creating karma.
ก็ไม่ได้นอกแต่ก็ดู
You can go beyond knowing seeing if you make conclusion.
เป็น
Be able to be beyond knowing
ตัวนอกนะเป็น
seeing and go beyond the beyond itself. If you make conclusion together with knowing seeing. Make conclusion to dissolve together with knowing and seeing. Don't just look and see or know. Bless the samsara, bless the beings together with knowing, seeing.